The power of I am, and two most powerful words to create your reality. Hello, beautiful community, dear friend. If you are going to watch this video live with me or on replay, this is me, Katerina Satori. I am utterly obsessed with mastering my mind, mastering my focus, and learning how this reality works from a quantum level, metaphysical level, from the level of the soul, right? So I've been dedicated to learning ancient teachings, mystery teachings, the power of the mind for many years now, and I'm a teacher and a mentor and forever student on this path of self-realization. So today I had a very interesting conversation in the sauna at my gym. And before I'm going to tell you that story, I just want to make sure that my sound is coming through. So stay with me here for a second to make sure that the sound is. Yes. Okay, perfect. I almost figured it out on this platform, YouTube, the sound and the settings to make sure that the sound is on. But this is a very powerful conversation because today I was at the gym. I work out every morning, and one of my favorite things to do is to sit in the sauna after my workout. And usually I use that time to visualize, to go inside of my mind and to attune to a version of reality, a vibrational version of reality that I desire to experience this day. So, this is my every single morning. I work out probably 5 times a week, sometimes six. I really love the way movement makes me feel. It makes me feel so alive and so connected to my body. And then every day at the gym, I sit in the sauna and I sweat and I go within. So sometimes there are other people in the sauna, right? So I do my practice and I am inside of my mind. And when I open my eyes, there is a man across from me and he said, "You've been smiling this entire time. I've been watching you and you've been meditating and smiling." And he says, "I wish more people would do that." And I told him, "You're right. I wish more people would take the time to dive into the inner world and to attune. We would have a radically different global society." Well, there was another man, and much older man, probably in his late 60s, right next to me to the right. And he says, "I have ADHD, so meditation doesn't work for me." And I listened to him and I said, I was diagnosed with ADHD as well. And what I've learned when I actually dig deeper into diagnosis, ADHD is intolerance of doing something that you don't have natural interest. When you find something that you are passionately obsessed about, the gift of ADHD is your ability to turn on hyper focus. So, have you discovered that? And then this elderly man, tells me this very interesting sentence. He says, "I am an alcoholic, so none of it will work for me." It was very interesting because you can see a person identifying with a label which creates a frame for his reality. Every time we say "I am," right? We identify, we take on a particular role and say, "This is who I am and this is how my reality lives." This is very, very important distinction, important reminder. And I looked at him and I said, I was raised, my father was an alcoholic. So I remember the pain of that. And have you seen The Wisdom of the Trauma? There is this new documentary that is around because alcoholism is a way of dealing with pain that is a result of trauma, right? So I offered him that. But it was really interesting because he kept using these mental frames and mental definitions, why a certain thing like meditation or stilling the mind would not work for him, because he is an alcoholic, right? It's very interesting, to watch the language. The very first thing that I listen in any conversation, whether I am on a romantic date or I am in a client situation, I listen intensely to the language that people use. Because when we realize the power of our language is a window to our deepest beliefs. Language is a window to our deepest unconscious conditioning, right? So these two very powerful words, I am, these two words are sort of an engine of creation, right? I am. So one of the limiting ways that I see people use that statement is can look very innocent. For example, you can sometimes you get tired, right? I really watch this in myself. Sometimes my body gets tired, and instead of saying my body feels fatigue, what do I require to nourish myself? The old conditioning would be to say I am tired or I am exhausted, right? Whenever we say I am, we condense the energy into that state of being, instead of witnessing your reality, witnessing your experience, and to name what you experience in a more powerful way, right? So without moving your identity to it. Another way you can work with this I am statement is whatever you desire to anchor, to embody, to express, to emanate, you offer that to your subconscious mind. Your subconscious mind is an incredible, kind of like a warehouse, right? Deep in your psyche, that has an incredible power, that is loyal to your commands, right? Loyal to your directives. And it has an incredible ability to process new information that you give to it. So one of the powerful way to work with it is to say, to choose what you desire to become, right? Whether you desire to become, I am peaceful, or I am radiating, I am love, I am wealth, I am wisdom, I am my alignment, I am my sacred union, right? Just those are the language of creation versus the language of destruction. And it may look very innocent on the surface, but when we begin to really dive into the mechanics of dream reality creation, language is the very first tool, right? When we can notice the words that we use that are not serving us, we can let them go. We can become more mindful of our language, right? Versus just unconsciously speaking things into existence. When I was diving into the mystery school teachings, it's actually part of initiate level training, where you begin to use your words to create your reality, where literally you create with what you speak into existence, right? That level of power begins to open itself to us when we open the heart, right? There is a reason why we have a heart chakra that is before the throat chakra, right? We truly can open the capacity of creating with our speech when we come from the heart, right? When we really speak from the heart, we begin to move our reality in a very incredible, magical way. So, just a gentle reminder, this may feel really foundational for some of you, my fellow mystics who've been on this path for a while, or this could be big insight. What am I speaking into existence? because your words have power. Each word we speak is like a ripple, right, on the surface of the water, which is a metaphor for the intelligent space, for the quantum space that is around us, that is recording and listening every single word that we express. So there is, with high level of awareness, when we begin to remember who we truly are more and more and more as spirit and form, there's a high level of responsibility for the quality of our thoughts, for the quality of our words, for the qualities of our state of being. And it's such a beautiful sense of responsibility because you know that you are a part of the holistic system, right? You're not a separate island. You're part of the holistic system. So your energy creates a ripple effect and the quantum space, right? So this could be empowering realization. Oh my goodness. If I am a part of the holistic system, every time I upgrade my language, every time I upgrade my frequency, I add an upgraded ripple to the quantum space around me. Whoa, thank you for your contribution. If you can hold that awareness, right? And from another perspective, when we lose awareness and we begin to create chaos, right? We begin to create chaos with worrisome thoughts, anxious actions, right? We just lost awareness. So it's all about the moment you come back to your awareness, remembering who you are, right, you begin to take a bigger responsibility for what you speak into the world as a conscious creator. That's what we're here to be. And we came here and we live and we have all this access to this incredible teachings that remind us of this, how powerful we are as conscious creators of your reality. Choose what you speak into existence with new level of clarity and see how your reality begins to reflect what you choose to embody. So what do you choose to embody today, right? You can say, I am an unstoppable agent of positive change. I am a wave of peace. I am a magnet of incredible opportunities. I am resourceful, confident on purpose, and in my heart. Whatever you say after I am, you give literally a wave of creative energy. So make sure those words are filled with what you desire to experience, to have, and to learn. This was Katerina Satori. Please remember to subscribe to my channel if you'd like to be notified whenever I go live. I seem to go live very spontaneously here. It works for me so far. And then I intend to bring you more high value, educational, inspirational content to inspire you to create on the quantum level, to create from the level of your soul. Thank you for your presence. Be blessed, and I will see you very soon.